Hello to all my lovely and wonderful friends. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, it's time for a foundation review. So I got the somewhat new, it's been out for a few months. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Cloud Coverage Foundation. So I got mine in the shade 20B Light Beige. It says, shape up your skin, medium buildable coverage, and natural finish that looks like skin. Cloud 9 Complex, blend of hyaluronic acid, squalene, snow mushroom, avocado, prickly pear, aloe, licorice, vitamin E, and castor oil. It's bouncy, cloud-like texture, smooths and blurs. It has mineral SPF ingredients. Okay, so it has SPF 15 in it. About a month ago, I ended up buying the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. And you guys, that was probably one of the worst foundations I had ever tried. So I really hope that this one is better. So we are going to be doing a wear test today. I'm going to try to at least get 8 to 9 hours out of it. I'm going to start with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Be a good one to pair up with the foundation, just because this is also very like cloud-like and light texture. So here's what the Marshmallow Primer looks like. Feels very like marshmallowy. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this all over the face. And it literally smells just like marshmallows as well. Does have a very, very high scent. So if you're not into like scented products, you might not like this, but I do really love the texture. So I would normally spot conceal, but I really do want to test the coverage of this, so I'm not going to do that today. So I'll be using my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge on one side, and then I'll be using the Merit Beauty #1 brush on the opposite side. So here is what the packaging looks like outside of the box. So it does just have a pump, but I love the purple pump. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to do about 1.5 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm first going to take the brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and start applying right to the face. Like Tarte products are like either a hit or miss for me. Sometimes I love them, and then sometimes I just really don't like them at all. So far we're at about a light coverage. I don't think this is really a medium coverage just yet. So I'm just going to apply some more. And I'm just kind of stippling it in. I don't really want to move my brush a whole lot because I do want at least medium coverage. So I did use the whole 1.5 pumps on the back of my hand. As of right now, we're looking very good, very glowy, very dewy, but we're at about a medium coverage right now, and I don't really care to build it up anymore. And again, I'm using the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. Now this side, I do have like a lot of acne, so we're gonna see how well it really covers up. I feel like this is a really good layering foundation because I feel like when you first apply it, you're not going to get any coverage at all, which some people might like barely any coverage. So that could be a good thing, but I do like that you're able to like build it up. So far, I feel like with the brush, it definitely looks a little more like airbrushed. So there's what we're looking like. Brush on this side, sponge on this side. I mean, you can't really tell a whole lot of a difference, but I am going to continue to build it up on this side, and we're going to go back in with the brush. But I really do like this Merit Beauty brush. The only thing is it does, I feel like, suck up a lot of product. I mean, maybe it just looks like that because there's a lot of product in there. I'm not really sure, but it is really, really nice for like blending out and stuff. It's like, gives such a nice blend, and it doesn't leave streaks or anything like that. So altogether, I feel like I might have roughly used maybe around 4 pumps, which is honestly quite a lot. Like I know with the e.l.f. Camo CC cream, I use 1 pump of that and it's good to go. So far, you guys, my skin is looking beautiful. Unlike the Amazonian Clay Foundation, that literally was awful. This kind of has the same texture. This is a little bit more lightweight than that one, but I am really, really liking everything. At this point, everything, like, it's like absorbing into my skin. It's not like sitting on top. It's not super heavy. It feels really, really nice. Let me go ahead, throw on some concealer, set everything down, and then I'll come back and show you what everything's looking like, and then we'll start the check-in. All right, y'all, I'm back. I went ahead and did the rest of my face, and currently it is 9:57, so we'll just call it at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna at least try to do this until 6 o'clock, at least an 8-hour wear test. But right now, you guys, everything looks beautiful. Like the concealer, the powders, everything laid so nicely on top. So I did cream blush, I did cream bronzer, I did concealer, and then I set everything with powder blush, powder bronzer, and then a setting powder as well. And it looks honestly really, really good. I've been really loving the setting spray. So this is the Complex Culture Setting Spray, and I got it in the BoxyCharm add-on. This is the most soft setting powder I have ever used, you guys. A lot of the times, even when setting powders are extremely soft and airbrush looking, they do leave my under eyes looking very crusty and dry. And then usually when I set it with a setting spray, it kind of melts everything together. I have not set this down yet, and my under eyes look absolutely great. And I really love how everything laid on top of this. As soon as I used the Tarte Amazonian Clay, even the products laying on top, it just looked awful, you guys. So this one right now is definitely way better than that one. So we do have one more step, and we're gonna go ahead and set this down with the new Urban Decay All Nighter Vitamin C Setting Spray. Really loving this because it's kind of like the original one, but this is definitely more hydrating and it leaves like a glassy look to the skin. I know a lot of people test out foundations differently, but when I test them out, I like to do everything the same as I would normally do. And also another thing, guys, I do prefer it with a brush better. I think you get more coverage and I think it looks more airbrushed. Let's go ahead and give you all a close-up and then we can start the wear test. I forgot to give you guys a close-up when I didn't have anything else on, so I do apologize about that. But here is what it is looking like with everything laid on top. And honestly, you guys, it looks really, really good. I'm super impressed this far. And again, we got to about a medium coverage. I wouldn't say that it's like full coverage or anything, but I don't mind being at a medium coverage because it covers up the things that I want to the most, and it still leaves us looking somewhat natural and not super dry and cakey. But yeah, guys, again, it's 10 o'clock right now, so I will be back around maybe 2-ish or 2:30 for the first check-in. All right, y'all, I literally almost forgot that I was doing a wear test. I was just saying how I was gonna like take these clothes off, put some pajamas on, take the makeup off. But you guys, it literally, right now it's 3:03. So we've had this on for over 5 hours now. And honestly, guys, at this time, everything still looks really good. The only thing I can say right now is we are looking a little bit more dewy, but that could be because of the setting spray that we use. But other than that, everything is still really intact. I don't have like excessive creasing on my forehead. I don't have excessive creasing in my smile lines. I feel like the way it looks right now is kind of how it always looks with foundation. But honestly, guys, right now it is looking extremely good. I'm excited to see how it looks for the next check-in because I know after like 6, 7, even 8 hours, it can start to go downhill from there. So I'm excited to see kind of where that leaves us. So again, the only thing that I see is it's kind of looking dewy, but at the end of the check-in, I will blot it down with some setting powder just to see if that changes it or how it looks after that. All right, y'all, so I am back for the last check-in, and if the light looks a little bit different, I do apologize. Anytime I leave my room, I turn my lights off. So when I turn them back on, I'm not exactly sure what setting I had it on. But we are at 5:22, so that means I've been wearing this makeup for about 7.5-ish hours. And honestly, you guys, I feel like that's enough time to know if you're going to like something. Currently, right now, I feel like we have gotten a little bit more dewy, especially in this area and right here. So we're going to go ahead and set this down with some powder and see how it looks. So I'm going to be using the same powder, the Complex Culture one. I'm going to take my brush. Now, if you do get extremely oily, then I recommend using a sponge. Oh yeah, that almost instantly mattified. If you guys can tell the difference from this side to this side is definitely more matte. Let's see if I can get up close enough so you guys can see. But yeah, guys, honestly, I really like this foundation and I'm so happy that it's better than the Amazonian Clay because I was kind of worried that they were going to be similar, but they're not. So overall, guys, I would give this a 10 out of 10 stars. I really, really loved it. I love the way it sat on my skin. I did get a little bit dewy, but I feel like that happens with most foundations, especially when I wear them for 7 hours. Usually when I wear my makeup, I usually only wear it for about 6, maybe even sometimes 5 hours. Yeah, guys, overall, 10 out of 10 stars. If you guys have been wanting to pick this up, I say go for it. And yeah, guys, other than that, that is the end of this wear test. If you guys have any foundations that you've been eyeing that you want me to try out, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you guys ended up liking this video, please be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. And yeah, other than that, guys, thank you so much for sitting here and hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.